What's up everyone? Welcome back to another video on my channel. If you're new and just discovered me, do me a favor and go ahead and hit that subscribe button to get notified when I upload new content. So in this video, I'll be discussing how to invest in the US stock market, whether you're an American expat or you're a foreigner looking to invest in US exchanges and your money is held in foreign accounts. At the end of this video, I'll share some information about a few platforms and one that's new where you can put your money and it'll help you invest in thousands of US stocks as well as other investment products. Another thing I wanted to mention is that I won't spend too much time discussing specific investment products, nor am I a financial advisor. I'm just like you trying to get returns on my money. And from talking to people, I noticed that one of the reasons that people who are afraid to invest in the stock market, their reason is because they don't know what stocks to pick. So I wanted to let you know that you don't need to know what stocks to pick. You can invest in index funds, ETFs, and there's other investment products that do track the entire stock market. So essentially, you're spreading your money out across the market in an index fund, and there will be companies that go up and there will be companies that go down. But if you followed or you're familiar with index funds, historically, they've gone up. One thing I wanted to point out is that when you are investing, whether you are or looking to, is to avoid emotional investing or chasing trends in the news. For example, GameStop. So when a market dives, this is actually the best time to get stocks because you can get stocks from great companies at a discount. Keep in mind, last year when the pandemic started and the market dived, if you would have bought then, some of these companies have now rebounded and plus some. So that was a great opportunity to get great returns on your money. Unfortunately, there's people who saw the market dive, they got scared and they sold and they missed out on some of the returns that were realized starting around the summertime and up into the fall and even now. Aside from the initial investment fee that you have to submit, whether you're using a brokerage or a platform, some have no initial investment fee and some is just very low, like $100. Some are $5,000. But regardless, you really don't need a lump sum to start investing, and that's a holdback for some people. You can put small amounts over time, and if it's in the right investment product, you can watch it grow and compound with interest. And that's how many people have built their wealth, is finding an investment product, putting the money in there, setting it and forgetting it for, I don't know, a month, a few months, quarter, or a year. A new trend these days is social investing. So essentially finding out what other people are investing in and then mimic them, or copying the portfolio of someone else. This may not work for you. So you need to do your research, do some reading. There's lots of videos on YouTube about investing. So do that research. Also, if there's a particular company that you're interested in, again, do that research, get a perspective from the company, look at it, look into the leadership, look into the products and services that they offer, and determine if this works for you, if this is something that you believe in and you want to support. So the way you look at a stock is, let's say you like to go to the movies, and here in the UAE they have Real Cinema, and you really like Real Cinema. You see that a lot of people are buying tickets. You read up on their leadership and they're doing good things. They're constantly introducing new stuff to improve their services in the theater, and you think, and from what you've seen from your research, that they're a good investment. You're essentially purchasing ownership in that company. You own a portion of that company. So that's a good way to look at it, and that's also a good way to start. Do I like this company? Do I want to be a owner in it? If yes, submit some money to it, invest money in it. Some people are out here looking to get rich quick, and it's not really a good thing to focus on unless you really know what you're doing. There are a lot of risky investments out there which have the potential to give you high returns, but also with high returns come high losses. So be prepared for that. And if you do feel you need to be in something risky because you want a high return immediately, then there's stuff like day trading, but you really have to know what you're doing. And you have to treat it like a full-time job. So if you don't have the time and you don't have the resources, then I'd avoid staying away from those kind of investment products. So let's talk about how to invest your money in the US stock market if your money is held in foreign banks. So typically, you've either had to have an account in a US bank or in a foreign firm that has the ability to invest in the US markets. And typically that's come with fees. And if you already have a US bank and you're looking to invest money that you have held in foreign banks, what you've typically needed to do if your foreign bank doesn't have a connection to the US markets is to transfer money from your foreign bank into your US bank, but this comes with fees. So if you're doing dollar cost averaging and you're transferring small amounts, this may not be worthwhile because usually these fees are anywhere from $20 to $25 to do an international wire. So for example, if you're looking to allocate like $100 a month towards investments, but you're incurring this $25 fee, it kind of negates any returns that you're going to get. Now, it may make sense if you're transferring thousands of dollars or more, then $25 is negligible. So I just mentioned fees, and that's something that you always want to pay attention to. So whether it's transferring money, doing international transfers, you want to pay attention to the fees. If you signed up with a financial institution that can invest in the stock market, you want to pay attention to the fees. Some firms, they charge you management fees for actively traded funds like mutual funds. Or if you are trading stocks, then there may be a fee to trade that or a commission to trade that stock. And fees can eat away at whatever gains that you get. So for example, let's say that whatever you're investing in is seeing anywhere from 5 to 10% in returns annually, but you're paying, I don't know, anywhere from 2 to 6% in fees. Some people are paying more. This is negating whatever return that you're getting. But if you invest in firms and brokerages that have very low fees and they're not charging you commissions, that's the best way to go. So these are like your low cost index funds like Vanguard, Fidelity, and some of the other firms that don't charge a management fee for the funds because these funds are passively managed, or they don't charge you commissions, or they don't charge you any other fee that they can think of. And one thing with fees and commissions and managed funds is that sometimes these financial advisors or investment bankers, they don't make money off of the return on the fund. So they're getting their money from the commissions that they're getting from you. So if they have no skin in the game, their own money is not invested in the fund, it doesn't matter whether the fund does good or not, because they're paid up front off the commissions and the fees that they're charging you. So if you feel the need to have a managed fund, do your research and make sure that whoever is the fund manager, they have skin in the game. So if they have skin in the game, they're invested, they have their own money, and they're likely to take actions which will be beneficial to the fund and its growth. So earlier in the video, I talked about different platforms which would help you invest in the US stock markets if you're abroad. So starting out, there's eToro. So eToro, they don't charge commission or fees until you decide to withdraw your money. And their platform offers some of the more popular stocks, but they don't offer all the stocks traded on the US exchanges. But they make it easy to open an account. But you should avoid services that they offer, such as leveraging, which basically is trading money that you don't have. Number 2 on my list is interactive brokers. So on here, they advertise that there's low commissions starting at $0 on trades. But if you go to their pricing and commissions, then you'll see that it's zero commission US stock trading, and this is for US residents with individual, joint RA, or eligible trust accounts. And so from what I understand, they charge a minimum of $1 per trade, as well as account maintenance fees of $10 per month after the first 3 months, which can eat away at your returns, especially if you're not investing large sums of money. But they do offer you the opportunity to trade in the US stock market if you're living abroad. So if their fees are negligible to you, then consider Interactive Brokers. And as I mentioned earlier, do your research. Third is SARA. So SARA requires a minimum $500 investment, and they charge investing and management fees. And the way they work is that you select your risk level, and based on your risk level, they invest your money, which they do using a trading algorithm. And if you go to their website, they have this interactive tool which shows how they can grow your money. But then again, take this with a grain of salt, because no one can predict the market and where it's going to go. Last on my list is Baraka. Baraka is new, and they don't offer the possibility to open an account yet, but they do have a wait list. So you can join this wait list, and they advertise the ability to invest in thousands of US stocks and ETFs with no fees. And so when you sign up and also you invite your friends to join their platform, they offer you the chance to earn $50 in free stock. As I stated earlier, do your research. I just talked about 4 different platforms. One or more of these may work for you, or none of them work for you, but these are options that you have to invest in the US stock market, on top of communicating with your bank and seeing if they offer you the opportunity as well if they're foreign based. If they're foreign based and they're part of a larger network and they have a presence in the US, then you may be able to go directly to your bank. But again, they may not be the best option if there's a large amount of fees that they charge that are going to eat away at any returns that you may realize in your investment. So I hope this video has been helpful for you. If it was, go ahead and hit that like button, and also help me out and hit that subscribe button to get notified when I upload new content. And if you have any comments or feedback, go ahead and leave it. It's always appreciated. It helps me determine what kind of videos that you guys want to view or how I can improve. Thank you.